India's football festival has returned as the new season will be looking to bring in a new flavour with the addition. With a 4-2-3-1 from Owen Coyle, Madithalal gets his start on this side, who have travelled from Kolkata, not too far away from the city of joy, but they will need to find some joy. Jamshedpur, he will be hoping his young boys can put on a show in front of Indian football fans.
3, 2, 1.
They carry the hopes of a huge fan base behind them last season and prove a point that they belong right at the top level of Indian football. A task tough, but very much possible, attacking from right to left in their familiar red strides, and from left to right is Mahamedan spotting. Ray Tachikawa has found a pass forward towards Ritwik. A lot of space to run into, but slows it down for Madithalal. A first time ball in. An unsure poke from Messi Bali. And the reason it was off was that he was unsure of that touch. He tried to, but look at that idea from Talal to just feed it in first time. Sanan again, this time towards Madithalal. Got the header in between the two defenders who need to be more aware. Not the first time in the first 6 minutes that's happened.
You spoke about it earlier, Vasper, how Madithalal will be a creative spark in the middle of the pitch, and that's exactly what we can see Jamshedpur do if he's not trying to create chances.
Here's a commentator's curse coming in. Pranay Haldar has seen Madithalal, who looks for a curler, a deflection on it.
Jamshedpur!
They didn't have to wait long to wipe off the dust over him. It's the same old shine, it's the same old Madithalal. 1-0 for Jamshedpur.
That's a brilliant goal coming in from Madithalal. We knew if one man could be on the score sheet first for Jamshedpur, it had to be him. In the first 9 minutes of football tonight, he's been everywhere trying to create chances. A very well done from Pranay in the middle of the park to win that ball. Cleverly finds Madithalal at the edge of the box and then takes a shot. A low shot guided towards the bottom corner. Yes, does take a deflection, and Subhajit could not get anything on that.
Sanan with the cross, a chance to head it free, somehow blocked away. Tangvarakui will safely clear it. It's been all Jamshedpur. Sanan with the flick towards the far post. Too easy, but the flag is up. It was against Sanan, who was offside. Messi Bali thought that was his moment.
Messi Bali's celebrations didn't last too long. Quick throw in coming in, and then Sanan on the overlap, clearly offside. That's great work done from the linesman, but take nothing away from the finish or the ball. Weighted cross coming in towards the far post, and Messi Bali present at the right place. Owen Coyle also celebrating, but then he turns around and sees that flag, and celebrations had to be cut short.
Owen Coyle has certainly worked with his side. You can see Messi Bali has stayed on side, driving towards his defender, went for power but went off target. They'll all be thankful that it's still 1-0. Mahamedan Sporting really surviving the heat at the moment somehow.
Maybe. I'm sure Jamshedpur fans will want to hear this. Get a hat-trick tonight.
They might, but there's a shot from distance, a sudden one, and that'll result in a corner. That rings break where Albino didn't need a break. Right after that, he's called up into action.
Maitosh taking a long-range shot, and this time the deflection also coming. Maybe that's why, coming back to your conversation earlier, Vaswar, that like Madithalal, Messi Bali will be so important alongside Stephen Eze from set pieces to get those goals. They can play football, but where will the goals come from?
Oh, here's a chance though, a shot from Addison to the wrong side of the net. But Mahamedan have certainly woken up from sleep after that talk from Maharaja Dhinwadu. Madithalal on it, floats it to the right area. Another header won, but for a lost cause. Messi Bali heads it off target yet again. He's getting closer.
Messi Bali again, as you rightly mentioned.
Talal floats it in again to the same target man, Stephen Eze. The keeper has a task. Does well to hold on to it.
Set piece delivery from Jamshedpur has to be better. You've got the likes of Stephen Eze present in the box. You've got Pranay and also Messi Bali. You have to find one of the target men. Either the ball's got too much height, as Stephen Eze was saying earlier.
Madithalal, can he get a better delivery this time? It is towards the far post. A free chance off the post still might be. But fortune favouring Mohamedan Sporting. And they survive yet again.
This time a dangerous delivery gets whipped in. And Mohamedan Sporting getting help from the goal post this time. Ball getting whipped around to the far post again. But lucky for Mohamedan, it only hits the post and comes back out.
Indeed, this time a better delivery. Chaos in the box. Stephen Ezra doesn't get to it. Ritwik will. Oh, and is that a penalty? Oh, well, the decision has gone the other way and might be a yellow for simulation. Has the card come out? We'll need a closer look. Owen Coyle certainly not happy. No coaches in those situations if the decision goes in.
Ritwik Das trying to get that penalty for Jamshedpur. Addison diving in, diving over, jumping over and leaning over to earn that penalty. Nothing given from Harish Kundu. They should be able to see this game out even with a 1-0 scoreline, but an opportunity to test the bench.
Might be more because Vinci lets fly again. Could have been a few deflections on the way they were lined up in front of that shot. Tangva, smooth operation from him, gets it back again. Not the best of crosses. You would have expected to do better, but look at that spark from Israfil, the one to win the corner. And nothing.
Giving them an option to play the ball to feet the way his size is. We know he loves running behind the defense, but maybe sometimes he needs to switch it up and just hold defenders up so he can involve his teammates.
Cat coming out there, high boot. Unintentional, but and lack of experience. Just getting in the foot recklessly. Pranay Haldar going down. And no question marks, that'll be a yellow for the man who just came on a while ago, Lalangai Saka. They're still trying. Might have one last attack or a few more coming their way. From the white areas, here come Mohamedan Sporting, the first on target, not enough to beat Albino, but that's what they want. The curve of growth from how they started to now at the end of the game.
That's a good ball directly over the defender's mark, so not been beaten too many times. And then finally Albino Gomes got called into action and pulls out a save he had to make sure they stay in the game. But the first goal or the attacking threat needs to be more from Mohamedan Sporting.
Well, they have to wait to change.